14. Let's start with experience. This year, iPadOS delivers unique, made-for-iPad designs that take great advantage of the iPad's large multi-touch display. Now, iPad has always been about the apps. In the beginning, we focused on giving the ecosystem of iPhone apps a larger canvas to deliver new and unique experiences. This quickly sparked an entirely new set of apps designed for iPad first, with immersive experiences that transform this magical sheet of glass into whatever you needed it to be. We're proud of the over 1 million apps on the App Store today, designed just for iPad. With customers continuing to push their iPads further than ever before, we're extending the design language of iPad to make apps more streamlined and more powerful. To give you a live look at these enhancements, I'll hand it over to Josh Schaffer.
Thanks, Greg. Let's take a look at some of the enhancements to iPadOS. The first thing that you'll notice are the same redesigned widgets that you saw in iOS 14. They look great on iPad as well, and they give you information at a glance whenever you go home. But let's see some of the improvements in the apps, starting with Photos. iPad is the perfect device for browsing your photos. Its large canvas lets you immerse yourself in all your favorite memories. And this year, we're making it even easier to browse and organize your photos with an all-new sidebar. With just a tap of this button, I can reveal the sidebar with all the core functionality of the app in a single location. My photos remain front and center, but now I can quickly tap to move between parts of the app. The sidebar is a really powerful way to organize your photos too. I can easily drag a photo to the sidebar and then just drop it to add it to an album. We've brought this sidebar to many apps across iPadOS, like Notes, where it provides quick and easy access to all your folders. And Files, where we've consolidated navigation into the sidebar for a streamlined new design. We've also streamlined the toolbars, adding new drop-down menus that consolidate functions into a single easy-to-access button. I can just tap to change views like this, and for even quicker access, I can just tap and drag to change the sort order, all in a single motion. You'll find the same approach across other apps, like Calendar, where we've brought controls into a single toolbar at the top, providing more space for your content and a single unified place to access all the app's functionality. Finally, Music has been updated to take even better advantage of iPad's large screen. The sidebar in Music makes it easy to move between views. I can quickly jump between the new Listen Now and my playlists. And once I start playing a song, I can bring up the brand new full-screen player where I can see rich album art, transport controls, and lyrics all in one single view. And these are just some of the enhancements that are coming to apps in iPadOS.
We're really loving these new app designs, but there's more, starting with Siri. The new compact Siri design that you heard about in iOS 14 is especially useful on iPad. Results appear at the bottom right corner, allowing you to easily reference the app while using Siri. And we applied this same approach to other parts of the experience, like calls. Now, today when you receive a call on iPad, you see this. Whatever you were working on is suddenly completely covered with the incoming call screen. Not cool. Wouldn't it be nicer if instead you saw this? Well, that's much better. Now an incoming call is presented with a compact notification that doesn't take you out of context. And you can simply tap to answer or flick it away to dismiss. And this applies to all calls, including those from your iPhone or third-party VoIP apps like Skype. And of course, we're bringing this to iOS as well. We think our iPhone customers are going to love it. Now, there's one more key experience we've redesigned for iPad this year, and that's search. Today, search is a full screen experience, and sometimes you can lose track of your context. So we've redesigned search with a new compact design. You can start a search from anywhere, like the home screen, or over any app. And this makes it easy to find what you need without feeling like you've left the app you're working in. But we didn't just redesign it. We rebuilt search from the ground up to be universal, becoming the single destination where you can start all of your searches. First, we made it better than ever as an app launcher. You just start typing a few characters and you can instantly get to where you're going. It's also great for finding contacts to message or call, or documents. You can even search directly into apps like Keynote, Messages, Mail, or Files, or look up information about people or places. And it's also a great place to start all of your web searches as well. As soon as you start typing, you get relevant suggestions to complete your search, and you can get to your web search results with just a tap. And Search now makes navigating to your favorite websites just as easy as launching an app. Just type a few letters, and the top hit will take you right to Safari. So those are some of our updates to the iPad experience. And of course, you get the new widgets and all the other great app enhancements from iOS 14. Next, we want to push forward your ability to express yourself creatively with improvements to Apple Pencil. Apple Pencil is a game-changing tool that turns iPad into a professional drawing canvas, a great way to mark up and sign documents, and the ultimate note-taking device. What many people love most about taking notes with Apple Pencil is how they can express themselves in a free-form way. Mixing handwriting and drawings can be the best way to capture your thoughts. Now, the challenge is when you want to change things afterwards. Here, working with handwriting just isn't as easy as with typed text. Now, we sometimes take it for granted, but with typed text, it's so easy to select, copy and paste into another document, or even just make space for more text. Well, this year, we're going to make handwriting just as easy and just as powerful. But that's not all. Our customers tell us that once they have an Apple Pencil in their hand, they don't want to put it away. So this year, we're bringing Scribble to iPad. So you can handwrite into any text field, and it will automatically be converted to text. To show you all of this in action, I'd like to welcome Jenny Chen for a live demo.
Thanks, Craig. I'm really excited to show you some of the great new features that we have for Apple Pencil and iPadOS this year. One of the great parts about taking notes with the Apple Pencil is that it really lets you work in a free-form way. I can just start writing anywhere. And it's not just about text. I can also express myself with drawings or shapes. But sometimes you want that more professional, cleaned up look. And so now when I draw a simple shape and pause at the end, it'll automatically convert to that ideal shape. And we're smart about it, retaining the same size and angle that you drew it at. In addition to shapes, we've also made huge improvements to our handwriting recognition. So now when I write, I can easily make a selection using the same gestures that I use for typed text. I can double tap to select a word, or double tap again to select a line. Thanks to our advanced on-device machine learning, you'll notice how we can select the handwriting while avoiding the drawings nearby. Now that I have the selection, I can easily change the color or move it around the document. It's also perfectly easy for me to make space for more room to write. We think that this will make note-taking with the Apple Pencil even better. And now, you don't even have to put it down when you want to do something else. Let's say you want to search for Edison bulbs in Safari. Using Scribble, I can just write directly into the text field. And it automatically gets converted to typed text. It also works in any text field, so I can easily add a new reminder to my shared reminders list with my husband. I've also been learning Chinese, so I want to surprise him with some of my progress and skills. I'll use Scratch to delete lights, and then I can use Scribble to write new, and then light fixture in Chinese. You'll notice how Scribble recognizes both English and Chinese in the same line. And what's awesome is that we can build on this technology to deliver other great features like data detectors. We can automatically detect what you write, like phone numbers so I can make a phone call, or addresses so I can look up directions. We can use these features together to do even more with your handwriting. Let's say I wanted to use my handwriting in another app. I can easily select what I want, tap the new Copy as Text from the callout bar, and then paste it into an app like Pages. And it's automatically converted to typed text. We're really excited about these awesome new features, and we think it will let you do even more with the Apple Pencil.
Thanks, Jenny. So those are the enhancements to Pencil, just one part of an amazing release. With Scribble for handwriting into any text field, a whole new way to work with your handwritten notes, broad enhancements to the app experience, and of course, iPad users also benefit from the great features you already saw in iOS 14 and much more that we didn't have time to talk about. So that's iOS and iPadOS. Next, let's talk about AirPods. From the one-click setup to the automatic pairing with all your devices, to how they pause your audio when you take them out, people love the magical experience that AirPods deliver. Now, we're bringing even more magic to AirPods. To tell you all about it, Here's Marianne Ionescu.
Thanks, Craig. We have some amazing updates coming to AirPods. Starting with automatic switching. AirPods will now seamlessly move between your devices without you having to manually switch them. Let's say you just finished listening to a podcast and you pick up your iPad to watch a show. AirPods will magically switch over. And later, you start a video conference on your Mac. AirPods will automatically switch again. And if a phone call comes in, the audio in your AirPods will route right back to your phone. We also have an exciting new feature coming to AirPods Pro, spatial audio. You know the experience of being in a movie theater with a state-of-the-art surround sound system? One where the sound not only comes from in front of you, but also from the left, the right, behind, and even from above you? Well, we are thrilled to bring that same immersive experience to AirPods Pro. But it turns out it's a lot harder to do when you only have a single earbud in each ear. So our team created advanced spatial audio algorithms for AirPods Pro that replicate the movie theater experience. By applying directional audio filters and subtly adjusting the frequencies each ear receives, we can play sounds virtually anywhere in space, creating an immersive surround sound experience. But to truly deliver on this promise, we had to factor in real-life situations. First, people move their heads. For an authentic surround sound experience, you need the sound field to stay fixed, so the voice feels like it's coming from the actor and not some random point in space. So we use the accelerometer and gyroscopes in AirPods Pro to track the motion of your head, remapping the sound field so it stays anchored to your device, even as your head moves. And it's not only your head that can move, but you might move your iPad or iPhone as well. That's why we constantly compare the motion data from your head and your screen to understand how they're moving in relation to each other. So if your bus turns the corner or your plane banks, the sound stays in sync. The result is a surround sound experience that keeps you in the middle of the action, no matter where you go. Spatial audio for AirPods Pro will work with content encoded in